What's going on, box fans? Julian Williams with The Distance. I'm here to give my thoughts on this upcoming super middleweight matchup between Andre Ward and Mikkel Kessler for the WBA Super Middleweight Championship. It's also part of the Super 6 Super Middleweight Classic on Showtime on November 21st. This matchup puts together the WBA Super Middleweight Champion Mikkel Kessler, who has faced the former king of the Super Middleweight division, Joe Calzaghe, in a tough fought loss, and it puts together the last United States Olympic gold medalist in Andre Ward, who won the medal in 2004. So this matchup is really good. I think that Andre Ward is ready, despite the fact that a lot of people don't think he is. I think that Andre Ward is at least ready to make this step up in competition, but but see, with Andre Ward, it's like he hadn't really had a chance to face the best opposition yet. Same with Durrell. I think the experience factor for Kessler is going to play a role in this matchup. The experience factor. But onto the matchup, I think Andre Ward, who has a great short right hand. He can use the ring. He's very ring savvy. He has great ring generalship. Um, he tends to throw his right hook. So when he's not throwing that short right, when he's trying to land the hook, that hook comes out really wide, comes out very wide. He sometimes he puts his hands down when he's going inside, and sometimes when he goes inside, he leads in with his head. So he telegraphs his punches at times. He telegraphs his punches, and he goes in with his head. So but in this matchup, Andre Ward is going to need to at least try to make an attempt to fight with Kessler on the inside. We got to see. I haven't really seen much of Andre Ward's inside game as far as boxing goes, but I haven't really seen him fight on the inside. He likes to fight on the outside. But in this matchup, Andre Ward is going to have to. He doesn't have the hand speed of Joe Calzaghe, but he's going to have to pretty much do a little of what Calzaghe did. If you look at the matchup of Kessler versus Calzaghe, Joe Calzaghe, he would pretty much throw two punches at once. Two shots at once. It doesn't do anything to put Kessler back or make him take a back step, but it's gonna win points. It at least works. It stops Kessler from throwing that straight right hand that he's really successful at throwing. So pretty much it's like stick and move. Except in this case he's gonna have to kind of stick twice and move. Go on the inside, land that short right hook. Go to the outside. Be sure to when he throws that short right, he's gonna have to possibly follow it up with maybe a straight left. And he's definitely gonna have to stay busy in this matchup. I think work rate is very important. I think Andre Ward has to make Kessler work in this matchup. If you look at, in the perfect example is his matchup with Calzaghe. His only loss, Calzaghe made Kessler work, and Ward's gonna have to make Kessler work. So, and I think that one advantage for Ward will be the fact that he's fought at least 4 or 5 times in the last year compared to Kessler, who's only fought once. So Andre Ward has more rounds in the past year or so than Kessler's had in the year. So that'll be a great advantage for Ward, is the fact that he's been more active. Kessler, very fundamentally sound. If you notice, when he throws a punch, he gets right back into that defensive guard. He likes to throw straight hands. He has that tall European stance. That's sometimes awkward to fight against. But Kessler in this matchup is gonna have to kind of play counterpuncher. He's gonna have to pretty much wait for Andre Ward to try to throw that wide hook, because Andre Ward, his whole arm, when he extends it for his hook, it comes all the way out, and that kind of leaves his chin open. But see, Kessler, if he could land the straight, a straight left before Ward can land his Ward could land his hook. So I think that the straight right will get there before the hook does. So I think that would be important. He's gonna have to stay in front of Ward the whole matchup. And with a fighter like Ward, I don't think Kessler needs to play catch up in this matchup. He's gonna need to go to work right away. So Kessler's gonna have to land the straight right, straight left. And he's really good at throwing straight punches and combos. So he's gonna have to do that. He's gonna have in the whole matchup. He's gonna have to just stay in front of Ward. I don't see either fighter going to the body. I see everything being up top, but if I have to make a prediction in this matchup, which is really hard, I'm gonna go with the more experienced fighter. I'm gonna go with Mikkel Kessler because he fought the man at super middleweight. I'm not gonna say because he fought the man at super middleweight, but he's a little more fundamentally sound. I think he knows what to do in this matchup to win. Being the veteran that he is. So I'm gonna say Mikkel Kessler wins this matchup by unanimous decision. I think it's gonna be this matchup. I think will be really close, but I think that all Kessler has to do in this matchup is throw the straight, get a straight right hand in, or get his straight punches in before Ward can get his hooks in. But I see Ward going in boxing really good the first few rounds. I see the first few rounds being really close, but I think I could see Kessler pulling it off. But you can't count Ward out. Being the competitor that he is, and being that he represented his country in the Olympics, years ago. So and this, I believe, being in his hometown, I think that it's not impossible for Ward not to pull it off, but it's out of but Kessler is the champion, and Kessler has experience, and he's fought the man at super middleweight, but Kessler is a little more fundamentally sound than Ward. So I think that Kessler will catch Ward a few times, and I think that in this matchup, Ward has to work on those flaws. That throwing the hook, with having his chin out. Because if you look at a lot of his videos, when he throws that wide hook, his chin is open. Or when he gets out, when he gets out of the clinch, his hands are down. So but with Kessler, he's not going to be able to get away with that. I think Kessler could maybe expose that a bit. His other matchups with other fighters weren't able to do that. Like Edison Miranda, who's pretty much one-dimensional. But Kessler isn't one-dimensional. He does everything very well, and he has very good defense, and he's a very polished veteran. So I'm going to say Mikkel Kessler wins the matchup by unanimous decision. Thanks for watching. This was The Distance with Julian Williams.